This Rotterdam no longer exists. On May 14, 1940, German bombers erased 800 years of history in 90 minutes. The medieval core, the shipping offices, the workers' alleys, the cafes where dockmen drank Geneva at dawn. Gone. But before the fire, there was a city, and we're going back. By 1935, Rotterdam was the sixth busiest port in the world. More tonnage than Hamburg, more grain than Antwerp. If you wanted Indonesian coffee, Surinamese sugar, or American wheat in Europe, it came through here. The Maas River carried everything. 400,000 people lived in this city. Half of them worked the docks, the warehouses, the shipping offices. The other half fed them, clothed them, repaired their boots. It was not a beautiful city. It was a working city. Smoke, noise, opportunity. We start at Lawrencekirk, St. Lawrence Church, 500 years old, Gothic sandstone tower scraping the Dutch sky. This was the only medieval building in the center to survive the bombing. Barely. The roof collapsed, the walls held. But in 1937, it's alive. Saturday market sprawls across Grootekerkplein. Canvas canopies, vegetables, fish from the North Sea still glistening. Women in dark coats sorting through apples. Children weaving between stalls. Your great-parents might have bought bread here. Walk 2 blocks west and you hit the Oude Haven, the old harbor. This is where Rotterdam began. Medieval quays, brick warehouses with stepped gables, wooden cranes still lifting barrels from barges. The water smells like tar and coal and river mud. In 1938, this harbor is still working. Smaller boats, local trade. But the real money has moved downstream to the deepwater docks. Still, someone's grandfather unloaded Indonesian spices here. Someone's aunt worked the rope factory next door. Now, look up. Het Witte Huis, the White House. 10 stories. Built 1898. Europe's first skyscraper. It's still standing today. One of the only pre-war buildings the bombs missed. In 1936, this is modernity. Art Nouveau curves, electric elevators. Shipping companies rent the top floors. You can see the river from the windows. The sidewalk below is wet. Trams rattle past. Men in fedoras, women in wool coats. Everyone walks fast. This is a city that doesn't stop. Cool Single Boulevard is Rotterdam's spine. Wide, electric, lined with department stores and cafes. The new city hall opened here in 1920. Art Deco lines, stone, confidence. In 1937, this street is alive. Shoppers, delivery carts, bicycles threading between trams. The windows display radios, typewriters, winter coats with fur collars. If you were middle class, this was your street. If you were poor, you walked past and looked.
But the real heart of the city is Block Market. Every Saturday, the square fills with stalls, striped canopies, vegetables from the polders, fabric from the textile mills, wooden clogs, salted herring. This is where working families shopped. A guilder bought a week of potatoes. 2 guilders bought a chicken. Bicycles lean against posts. Children run between stalls. A woman haggles over the price of carrots in Dutch, so fast you can't catch it. If you were born poor here, this was your Saturday. Walk south and you find Delft's Support, one of the last fragments of the old city walls. Stone arch, weathered. Pedestrians pass through without looking up. In 1938, Rotterdam is tearing down its past to build its future. The walls are medieval. The ships are diesel.
But someone carved this stone 500 years ago, and in 1940, the bombs didn't care. Now head to the river, Boompius, the shipping district. This is where the money lives. 19th century offices with ornate facades, flags flying, Dutch, British, German, Norwegian. Every building a different shipping company. Inside, typewriters, telex machines, men in suits negotiating the price of 10,000 tons of grain. The Maas River is visible from every window. You can watch your cargo arrive. If you worked here, you wore a tie. If you worked the docks 200 meters away, you wore canvas and came home with coal dust in your lungs. Lijnbaan is a medieval shopping alley, narrow, cobblestones, shops crammed side by side. Butcher, tailor, tobacco, haberdashery. In 1939, this street is 5 centuries old. The buildings lean, the signs are hand-painted wood. After the war, they rebuilt Lijnbaan as Europe's first pedestrian shopping street. Modern, wide, nothing like this. Someone like you bought their wedding suit here every week for 400 years. Now walk into Oude Westen, the working-class neighborhood. Narrow brick alleys, row houses packed tight, laundry hanging on lines strung between buildings, children playing in the street, a woman scrubbing her doorstep with a brush and bucket. This is where the dock workers lived, the factory laborers, the people who unloaded the ships, built the crates, swept the warehouses. No running water in most houses, coal stoves, shared outhouses in the courtyard.
If you were born here in 1935, you started working at 14, your back hurt by 30, you were lucky to see 60. But the river is where Rotterdam's heart beats. Willemskade, the deep water docks, ocean liners, cargo ships from Java, New York, Buenos Aires, coal barges, cranes swinging day and night, stevedores moving like ants, the smell of diesel and salt and sweat. In 1938, this is the gateway to Europe. Grain from America feeds the continent. Rubber from Indonesia keeps the factories running. Oil from the East Indies powers the trucks. Rotterdam doesn't make anything. It moves everything. And that's enough. After the shift, the dockmen go to the cafes. Hoogstraat, a small place with wooden tables and brass taps. They drink coffee with a shot of Genever. They read the newspaper. They argue about the government, the weather, the union. In 1939, the news from Germany is getting worse. But here, inside, the light is warm. The coffee is hot. The world outside can wait another hour. Someone like you sat here, every morning, same table. And at Westerkerk, a small parish church on the west side. Brick tower, quiet neighborhood, no tourists, no grand square. In 1939, this church serves the working families nearby. Baptisms, weddings, funerals. It burned in 1940. They never rebuilt it. But for 300 years, someone in your family might have been married here, buried here. Gone.
On May 14, 1940, the Luftwaffe dropped 97 tons of bombs on Rotterdam. The fires burned for 5 days. 800 people died. 80,000 lost their homes. The medieval core was erased. But before that day, there was a city, a working city, a loud city, a city of smoke and ambition and 1,000 ordinary lives. We can't bring it back, but we can remember it. If your family lived in Rotterdam before the war, tell me in the comments, what street, what neighborhood, what stories survived? And if you want to walk through another lost city, tell me where. Amsterdam? Berlin? London? Let's keep going.